Okay.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 20 of the Purple Octopus Red Twitter podcast. My name is Evan, joined by Wes as always. Wes, how are you?
I think I'm doing better than you are, buddy.
Yeah, I had like a 36-hour hangover from this weekend. Not that long, but it's been brutal. So this is going to be a little different episode. So we typically record on Thursdays and have the episodes out by like Thursday night, Friday morning. We're going to switch to recording on Mondays, have the episodes out on Monday afternoon. So gives the episode a chance to be out longer before the weekend, gives people a little bit of a longer chance to listen.
Gives us a little more to talk about too. I think a lot of stuff happens on the weekend and then we don't get to it till 4, 5, 6 days later. And then if we don't get to it right away, you know, it slips our mind. And I mean, fuck, so much shit happens. Like, I mean, not just with the Red Wings, but over the whole league. So yeah, I mean, just better the weekend. Shit happens on the weekend, and then we don't get till next weekend, and then we miss like 2 weeks of shit, right? Because if we don't talk about the shit that happened the following weekend, and then we don't have the shit that happened that weekend, and then we miss it the following Thursday. Yeah. Anyways, everybody, Thursday's just late to get it out, I think.
No, that's true, and like, yeah, you're right. We miss like the whole news cycle of like the weekend and how fast the world moves. Like, no one gives a shit after like 72 hours. So it's better to get it out.
Because by Tuesday, shit that happened on the weekend
doesn't matter.
It don't fucking matter anymore.
Yeah. Also, we never plug our social medias or anything like that. So gonna do that now. Purple Octopus Red Sweater on Instagram and Twitter. My Twitter is Red Wings Evan, and Wes's is Wes Wright 147.
411.
I always heard the numbers 411. Okay, cool.
Okay. Does 411 not like, okay, 911 obviously.
411's
in
like
America. Can you not dial 411 and get like your local information?
Yeah, but like.
Oh, okay. That's where I got it from. I wasn't sure
okay.
If that was just yeah, because I'm the information man. I got everything you need, ladies and gentlemen. You need info? Got it. I helped out 3 people this weekend. People that actually wrote into the podcast asking questions. So let's start it off with that.
Yes.
First, beautiful. I had one guy who messaged in on Twitter, DM'd us on Twitter, and said he was confused, which a lot of people were, about the Gamal Smith situation.
Oh, okay.
So Detroit claimed Gamal Smith off waivers on January 19th, and I believe it was Saturday. So one whole month, February 19th, he was claimed by Tampa Bay off of waivers. So basically, this person wrote in, they said, please explain to me what the fuck this is, if you can. I don't get why Tampa just got rid of Gamal and then they take him again. Why didn't they just keep him? So here's the thing. I'll try to break down waivers as simple as I can. Anybody who is not on their ELC, an entry-level contract, is waiver eligible. So in the point of Gamal Smith, who is I believe a 28-year-old, obviously not on his entry-level contract. He started the season on, and also before the season, there is a small window that you can send guys down without the waiver thing.
Are you talking about like after they clear or before they clear?
Well, I'm talking about before the season starts.
Oh, like, gotcha. Sorry.
There's a little bit of a couple day window.
Yeah.
So Gamal was on Tampa Bay's starting opening night injured reserve, which means he was hurt during training camp / preseason, which means, and an injured player cannot be sent up or down. So to clarify that first. So Gamal never played a game with Tampa this season or with Syracuse, Tampa Bay's AHL affiliate.
Mm-hmm.
Because when he came off the injured reserve, they didn't have a roster spot for him. So he needs to go to the minors. Now they have to put him on waivers. So every team in the league gets a chance to put a claim in on Gamal. Now it goes from worst down, so it starts, the worst team gets the first shot.
Arizona, Montreal, all the way up through.
So it's obvious, like Montreal, Arizona,
Chicago.
Ottawa.
Yeah.
Didn't put in a claim on Gamal because Detroit got him. But that is also wrong a little bit, because if one of those teams had, oh, sorry about that.
No, you're good. We're having Wes just dropped
one
his
of those
phone.
teams had claimed somebody, their order now goes to the front of the like. So say Arizona
To the back.
or Montreal right now is dead last. If they had claimed somebody the day before Gamal got, then they now are at waiver below like Tampa, Colorado, Boston, because they've used it. So yeah, so Detroit claims Gamal. Now let's not forget we had Rowney, Stevens, injuries. So he gets picked up. He gets to play with Giovanni. Was it only the one game? He played
2 games.
3. Two Giovanni was in. Okay, the first game Giovanni was out of the lineup. Gamal was his replacement.
Yeah. They're on the same line. There was history in the making, but regardless, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, what I get at is I'm sure for the both of them, this is the pinnacle of their career at this point anyway.
It'll probably never happen again.
2 Stanley Cups, so but playing with your brother when he didn't really contribute to Tampa's success, his name's not on the cup, but he gets a ring as part of the team.
Yeah.
So now Detroit has Rowney and Vrana coming off injured reserve.
That was my point.
So we need to send Gamal to the minors, which he needs to be put on waivers for. Now Tampa picks him up, and because they're the team that originally waived him, they can send him right to the minors without having to waive him again. So they pick him up and throw him in the minors. Hey, all is forgiven.
Yeah, it's like a roster flexibility
player.
Yeah, roster flexibility play, and the whole thing is you brought up Rowney and Vrana. Clearly, the reason we're put them on waivers is a spot for those 2 guys to open up. Another thing that you alluded to, but I don't think went full circle on. Once he clears waivers, once all 31 other teams have a chance to add him to or claim him, he can be optioned to the AHL affiliate of whatever team he's currently on. So it would be Grand Rapids, obviously, for us. But he did get claimed. So
nobody had claimed him. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Then we would be able to send him up and bring him up and send him down as much as they wanted within those 30 days.
Right. Roster flexibility.
Right, after 30 days there. But that's 30 days from Tampa's waiver claim. Now, Tampa picked him up just within the 30 days. So they were
29
able to grab him.
Point. Yeah.
Even my dad said, what the fuck is this? Is this a game Yzerman's playing with his with Julian Breezewell? And I said, no. But I just had to explain the waiver thing to my dad, which a lot of people need help with the waiver thing, so it's not a big deal.
And it kind of is. I wouldn't, not an unspoken rule, but like if you have a good relationship like Steve does with Tampa Bay, it's like, okay, we're gonna claim this guy. Most likely you can have him back in 30 days or less times. But again, though, this is just strictly a roster flexibility thing. We have guys who are getting healthy.
It's a good way to pick up people, not having to give up assets. Hey, we got a couple injuries in our lineup. We needed Gamal.
Yeah.
Now, the with that being that we didn't really have, we could have called up any number of players from Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
But they're not really NHL impact guys outside of Joe Villano. Yeah, Yzerman could have given a chance to Chase Pearson or a longer chance to Kyle Chris Koalo, but you know what? He had Gamal. He actually got Gamal in Tampa.
That's right.
Off waivers from the Bruins. So this is a Stevie guy. Stevie doing his job. And outside of the draft, I don't think Steve's ever made a bad decision roster-wise. Now, is there anything you can think of? Because all I can think of is a few draft choices. But
there probably are some bad draft picks, but after like the second round, dude, it's impossible to like know what you're yourself into. The only questionable thing that I think Steve has done, and as of right now, I don't even think it's questionable, but at the time, the Nick Leddy signing or trade was, I didn't love it, but like if that's the worst reaction you have to 2.5 years of trades and signings, that's pretty funny.
But I'm going back as far as Tampa.
Oh, Tampa. He had some bad draft packs.
I can think he did and this was his very first draft. He took Brett Connolly, sixth overall. Now, Brett Connolly has carved out a good career for himself in the National League. Not 6th overall good, but if Brett Connolly, who is a multiple-time Stanley Cup champion, if he's the worst thing you did, hey, you're doing all right, Steve.
I just looked up his 5 worst picks. Brett Connolly is number 5 on that list. Jonathan McLeod. I don't remember that name. Anthony Yeah, Anthony D'Angelo.
Yeah, but D'Angelo's a good player. D'Angelo's
Yeah,
just
I think they're saying like how he dealt with his contract and stuff was probably what was.
well, it wasn't so much the contract as Anthony being kind of a racist, but
Well, yeah, I honestly hate Tony D'Angelo. I think he's a prick too. Besides the racist stuff, he just seems like a prick. But
well, he's been tossed around. I mean, Eiserman threw him out of Tampa. Arizona threw him out. The Rangers threw him out. You know what? He's actually having a great fucking year.
He is having a good year, yeah. Oh,
who's
Jonathan,
not having a good year in fucking Raleigh?
True, dude. That
Fuck
dude,
me
the
if they-
Eastern Conference. Oh my God.
Wow.
Do you think if the Red Wings are in the
Especially our
West?
division, eh?
Oh my God, it's disgusting. Do you think that if the Red Wings are in the West right now, they'd be in a playoff spot? In the Pacific?
100 fucking percent. If we're
Yeah.
still in our old division with St. Louis and Chicago.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, let's give a shout out to fucking Bobby Hall,
See ya.
fucking father of the Golden or
Silver Jet.
the Silver Jet, right? And then the Golden Brett. Yeah.
Yeah. So the
Silver
takeaway.
Jet has given up on the Blackhawks. Like many of us agree, everybody should.
Yeah.
Shout out
I
Bobby
don't know if
Hall
this
for
is-
quitting being an ambassador for the Chicago Blackhawks.
Yeah, and like I have a little bit of an inside scoop because I follow Chicago media very closely, and the kind of takeaway from them is that, like this could have been done 5 to 10 years ago. He's not super well educated about like the current game, and he's old and says some stuff probably shouldn't say so, but obviously he's a legend and a staple in Blackhawks history. And then the number 1 and 2 fuck ups from Eiserman were Jonathan Drouin and then Slater Cuckoo. That's fair.
Jonathan Drouin being a fuck up when Cuckoo, I agree.
Yeah.
Slater Cuckoo. I'll give a shout out to him, former captain of the Windsor Spitfires. But I don't think Drouin is a fuck up. Yeah. He drafted him. He didn't work out with the Lightning. He is doing very well in Montreal.
Yeah.
Also, you exchanged him for Mikhail fucking Sergachev. Also, another former Windsor Spitfire. Tell me Stevie doesn't jerk off in fucking Windsor.
Yeah.
But
he does, yeah.
You can't say that you drafted somebody that you traded for one of the best defensemen in the league. Yeah, I don't think Drouin's a bust or anything or a bad pick.
Yeah, I agree. And I mean, it's nitpicky if Jonathan Drouin and like what happened there is, a top 2 fuck up you've had. So definitely not bad. But yeah, I know you had some stuff you wanted to get to. So let's do that.
I want to get to Stevie being like one of those paintings where wherever you go, his eyes just follow you.
That's what everyone says. Yeah, he definitely
like
does
look at
that.
his dumb ear and shit.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. I do have like some stuff, but let's get to yours first, and then we can get to like Red Wings and some other shit.
Okay. We'll get to a few let's go break into what's going on around the league before we get into anything Red Wings.
Yeah, sure.
The report that came out that under Bergevin, Montreal's GM, Mark Bergevin, former Red Wing defenseman, shout out to Bergevin. Montreal under him for 12 years had no skills coach, no analytics department, or any actual athletic development prospect program.
What the fuck? And this
Dude,
is
so they hired Sean Burke last year as Carey Price's goaltending coach, and they went to the finals. You're telling me Price has never had a fucking goalie coach before, and the first year he gets one, he goes to the fucking finals?
Yeah. So
no analytics department? Isn't that bone dead stupid after the first lockout in 04? Didn't everybody get an analytics department back then?
I can see how like Bergevin being like the way
and
he is,
no
not having one.
prospect development program.
That's ridiculous. That's fucking wild. I want to look at their first round draft picks the last 15 years. You said 12 years?
Their previous one was the rapist from the London Knights. So the London Knights are taking care of prospect development.
That is unbelievable. I still like am shocked by that. And it came like we knew going into the draft that like no one was gonna pick him. And then all of a sudden Montreal's like, well.
Also though, you wasted a first rounder on him. You could have easily picked him up in the 3rd or 4th.
Fucking 7th round. No one else was gonna draft him. No one else was gonna draft him.
Mr. Irrelevant, the last man in the draft.
Yeah, I could have been. I guess they've had some good draft picks. Caden Gooley last year. Cole Caulfield. That's not really working out too well, but I mean, at the
No, but
time,
Gooley should be great. I mean, he was on Canada's junior and Olympic teams this year. Yeah, he was taxi squad. I don't think he played any Olympic games, but his brother also plays for Anaheim, I believe. Maybe still in the minors, but there is another Gooley. I could be wrong about Anaheim, but I feel like I'm right. I probably
yeah.
am. Let's be honest. You can all read
No,
what's
I think.
number 4 there. It says right because I'm fucking right.
And then the 2018 pick was Jesperi Kotkaniemi, so that worked
Yeah,
out.
and what you gave up, like what you got for giving him up, you gave up for getting Christian Dvorak, who evidently is on the top of their trade block right now. Now,
Yeah, we got to get into that.
If they can somehow, they gave up a first and a second or third. The second, third is conditional. So let's say a first and a second. If they can at least pull a second back for Christian Dvorak, then the new
They should
general
get more
manager,
than. I think they get more than a second.
They've done good. I don't know. It's not Jeff Gordon. Something Hughes, who was a player agent. I can't think of his first name. Not Cameron Hughes, was it? The new Montreal manager.
My brain is.
Jeff Gordon. Also, Martin St. Louis, while we're on the topic, shout out, got his first win as a Montreal Canadian. I don't know if what you saw what he said in the press after. He said, I was more happy for my father, who was stressing so much that I hadn't won anything yet. So I got to load off his back. So shout out to Marty. I'm a big Marty fan. I was a longtime season ticket holder in Tampa. Marty's a Stanley Cup champion, a Hall of Famer. Came up as one of the worst ever and finished as one of the best ever. Is that good?
Yeah, shouts out to the little guys too. Oh, I always root for the little hockey players. But also, okay, I just want to finish off like the last couple picks they've had. Ryan Poehling in 2017, and then we just talked about it. Mikhail Sergachev in 2016, 9th overall. I know that worked out. So
now, see, if anything, that is the biggest black eye on Bergevin that they get. But you know what? At least Drouin did good in Montreal, so it doesn't look as bad. Had Drouin done nothing in Montreal like he was doing in Tampa, imagine how bad that Bergevin would have lost his job a year ago, even though Drouin wasn't playing a fucking year ago.
I'm gonna pull up the Red Wings first round draft picks and like their draft history just to compare it to like.
Oh, buddy, give me a fucking. Come on! Now I want trivia time. Tell me a year, and I'll tell you their first round pick.
Okay, well, let me see. Let me give you one that's like would be relevant, but like not too easy.
Yeah, don't give me like 1992's first pick, but I'll tell you who 91's was.
Okay, yeah, who's 91?
Bob Boughner, right?
Keith Primo. I was gonna fucking guess Keith Primo too.
1990 then?
No, 90 was Primo.
So 91 was Boughner. I said 91.
You said 91?
Well, yeah. What year is Boughner?
I'm not sure, but Lapointe was 91.
Oh, what year was Lidstrom?
Lidstrom was like 87, 89.
Boughner was first round. Lidstrom was like third round, same draft.
Yeah.
Imagine that, Bob Boughner over Nick Lidstrom. Shout out to the Boogie Man. Also, I've shared a lot of fucking drinks with that fucking Wizard over the years. Head coach of the San Jose Sharks now.
All right, here. This will be a tough one, I think. No. Hold on. There's so many. They don't have fucking any first round draft picks from like when they were good. 2010.
2010 first round pick. Is it McCollum?
No. He played 447 games. He was like
what junior or college did he play with? Give me one thing.
He's Canadian. He played at he was born in St. Catharines. I'm trying to find his he played junior B.
Is it Corey Emerton?
No, Riley Sheehan.
Oh, he played at Notre Dame.
Oh, did he really? Yeah, I don't know why I'm on fucking Wikipedia. This is like the worst site ever.
Dude, do you not remember what happened after Riley's first National Hockey League game at Joe Louis Arena? Now, this is probably going back, what, six years?
Farther back than that.
After his first game, okay, 6, 7 years. Can't be
whatever, yeah.
Anyways, after his first game his first game in the NHL was at Joe Louis Arena. And at about midnight that night, so you got to think the game probably ended around 10:30. About midnight that night, he was pulled over in his Lambo or his Ferrari, one or the other, in front of Cobo Hall on Fort Street.
It's starting to ring a bell.
Driving drunk. And when the cop got to the car, Sheehan was there alone, completely naked.
I don't remember that. Holy shit, that's awesome though. Dude, I'm looking at the fucking.
Tell me how great your first NHL game was. That after the game, you got a DUI naked in a fucking Ferrari, a block outside of the fucking rink. That's incredible.
What did like the Illiches and Ken Holland have to say about that?
I don't know. I really don't know.
That's fun.
Now, one thing I was just reading about while we're on the topic of people getting fined, there is a $500 fine and a lifetime ban for throwing an octopus on the ice in Detroit.
Really?
Yes. Now, as of not his retirement, as of the last time he ever played a game for the Detroit Red Wings, Johan Franzen picks up every single fine for somebody. So like we had Cam on. Cam didn't even know there was a fine because they don't even tell the person. They give the $500 fine right to either
Franzen's
the Red Wings
fucking
who
inbox,
give it to Franzen, or right to Franzen. And Franzen also pays a small amount so that you do not get thrown out of the arena by Detroit Police. Now, whether that's still an ongoing thing or whether the Detroit Police just say, fuck it, let's not throw them out. There is a NHL rule that it is a $500 fine for throwing an octopus on the ice. Now, there's also in the playoffs a $25,000 fine every time Big Al Sabatka comes out. You know, he picks up.
Yeah.
Now, when the NHL first fined him $25,000, he did that for a game one, first round of the series against Nashville. I was at that game. I believe it was 2013.
Sounds
and Mike
right.
Ilitch came out and told Al Sabatka, I will pay the fine and keep doing it. I will pay all
Get the fucking
fine.
boys riled up. Yeah.
Sabatka keeps doing it, and head up for Chris Ilitch, who continues to pay that $25,000 fucking fine.
That's
and
awesome.
Also Johan Franzen for paying $500 for our buddy Cam Mio.
Yeah, that's funny. I feel like I've heard like something similar about that, but I didn't know it was like to that extent. That's fucking hilarious though. I'm looking at
what does that tell you about that team? Oh, if you get in trouble at my rink, oh, you work for me? Don't worry. Illich is like, oh, you work for me? I'll take care of it. And then Franzen's like, oh, what? You cheered for me? You can't get in trouble at my rink, boys. Fuck.
Yeah, that's a legend. Dude, I'm looking at the like 2019 and 2020 draft classes from the Wings, and like half these guys could be in the NHL at some point. Like Mo Seider.
What draft you were? Sorry.
I'm looking at 2020 and 2019, and they're like 2020, Raymond, Wallander, Niederbach, Krostina, Sabrango, Vero, Bednash, whatever. Like those are all potential. Well, besides Raymond, those guys are going to be in the NHL probably at some point.
Yeah.
And then the year before that.
Now I know. Oh shit. Technical difficulty. Sorry. Now I know these things are not one and the same, but William Wallinder, who is a good defensive prospect.
Yeah.
On my NHL 22 video game on my franchise, when you start season one, I know they're not comparable. I just want to shout out Wallander for at least being great in a fucking video game. He starts, I think, at like a 62 when I start the franchise. He's an unsigned prospect playing in Sweden. After year one, I had to sign him. He was 88 overall.
What the fuck? What was he in the game? Like a medium top 4, medium top 2? Yeah.
Dude, after 1 year, that's him playing in Sweden. He was 88 overall. I started the season. Seider, who starts franchise mode at an 84, was an 87.
Jesus Christ.
Raymond, God, I will suck his cock. The guy was 98 at the start of my second year. I'm like, oh, fuck. I got Connor McDavid here, boy.
Yeah, that's a fuck. I mean, both those guys, huge overrating. They're both incredible, but. Oh, do you have any more questions from people that wrote in? Or was it just that one?
I feel like there was another one. I don't know if a couple other things I do have to get to. We talked about not last week, a few days ago when we recorded our last podcast, the USA Canada women's gold medal game. Again, shout out Canada.
Yep.
3.54 million viewers worldwide, more than any NHL game this season.
Wow.
And the most watched hockey game in the United States since 2019.
Whoa. What the fuck?
So, Canada, US. Fuck.
Yeah.
Huge shout outs for you.
And also Olympic stuff. Who fucking won the Olympics?
Finland.
Finland, yeah, they beat Russia. I can't believe I forgot that. Yeah.
That's my next point here.
Perfect.
Red Wing legend, Valtteri Filppula.
Yeah.
Captain, Red Wing jersey, captain right here behind me. Captains Finland to the gold medal. Is the Finnish flag bearer at the opening ceremonies. I'm not done with Val Filpp yet. The oldest Finn to ever win an Olympic fucking gold medal.
There's some good ones there too.
Yeah. Tell me that you can end your career better without telling me you'll end your career better. Valtteri Filppula is going out in a flash like his Finnish flash counterpart. No, shout out to Filpp. Yeah, captaining Finland, winning the gold, being the oldest Finn to ever win a gold medal. That's huge. Finland has been around a long time, like the Olympic Games.
Yeah.
So shout out to 40-year-old Val Filpp.
And a Stanley Cup too.
40.
He probably around there. He got a cup in 08. How many years did he play in Detroit with those two different stints? Probably like close to 10.
He came in about 06. And he was gone by like 12. So he was there about 6 years and then about 3 years. And then the other about 6 years, he was Tampa, Philly Islanders.
Yeah, then he came back in 17 through 19.
He came back when Yzerman came back, so 19. Right? Yeah.
And then played.
And it was Yzerman that took him over to Tampa. Hey, Yzerman guy.
Yeah, you can tell like Yzerman obviously is like very loyal with his guys. Like
also,
yeah.
I'm gonna say it's not only Steve Yzerman who's pretty loyal, because my father, who's a former Red Wing fan, who claims that he is a diehard Tampa fan, bought this jersey the first day he came available.
Oh, that's sick.
So tell me my dad wasn't remembering the good days of Val Filpp in Detroit.
I just watched those highlights, dude. That place, it just looks unbelievable. Joe Louis when they were good, like, it'd be so awesome to go back there and see that. The place is a madhouse. Like if the capacity was like 16.5 or whatever it was, like 17.5, there's 18,000 people in that building. There's not an inch of standing room.
The best game I was ever there for was the 02 Stanley Cup game. Carolina.
They swept Carolina?
No, game 5. Carolina won game 3, I believe.
Oh, they swept Philly in 97. Yeah.
And Washington in 98.
That's right. Yeah.
So a couple other things. Then we'll just jump ahead to 2008 against Pittsburgh, because the next thing on my list has to do with the Penguin. Sidney Crosby, the newest member of the 500 goal crew. That's big. Now, the bigger thing is that we're such congratulating Sidney Crosby on 500 goals that we're forgetting that Ovechkin did this like 8 fucking years ago, and they came into the league at the same time.
Yeah.
Now, it is Crosby's nuts. Not the goal scorer. So, anyways, shout out to Sidney Crosby, one of the best there ever will be. 500 goal crew.
Yeah, we talked about it on Thursday. Like he's potentially a Mount Rushmore guy in hockey history. But yeah,
Absolutely.
He's got,
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. In 1,079 games played, he's got 1,372 points, almost double assists than goals. So, yeah, incredible player, generational talent. Yeah. What else you got? I don't have a ton.
Okay, Sarah, we're going to go back to the Olympics for a second. Sarah Nurse, who I mentioned during our last podcast, broke Haley Wickenheiser's record for most points in a single tournament. She is also the first Black female hockey player to win a gold medal in the Olympics.
Good shit. Good shit.
Let me just see what else I got here, non-Red Wings related.
Yeah, I have a couple Wings things, so.
Today, or maybe it was yesterday, JF Berube, goaltender for Columbus, made his first NHL start since 2018.
Jesus.
On the same day that the Hamburglar, Andrew Hammond, made his first start since 2018.
That was a fun run.
Montreal Canadiens. The Hamburglar, he was a victim of circumstances after that amazing run in Ottawa. Glad that he's back in the league. That just shows, dedication, commitment to the game. And, people that have that much, like Berube and Hammond, guys in their 30s that, for all intents and purposes, the best parts of their careers have passed them by. Shout out to you guys hanging in there, keeping it up, keeping the dream alive. And, they keep dreaming and they're back. They're on top of their dreams, right? So shout out to Berube and Hammond. Stay on the Olympics for just a second now. After watching Olympics, I know now the Olympics are over, so this will be the last we talk about it because I know we've been beaten to death.
I like the Olympics, dude. The Olympics, they get so much hate for no reason. Shut the fuck up. Olympics are sick.
Well, all we really want to talk about here is Olympic hockey.
Sure, yeah.
And what I want to talk about is that I'm now okay if we don't draft Brad Lambert.
Oh, you're talking about the I can't say his last name.
Slavkovsky. Yep.
Yeah.
I want him.
Yeah. So where did I see this? Yeah, he's obviously climbing up draft boards because of the performance he put on during the Olympics. Did he end the tournament the leading point getter? Or
yeah,
okay.
5 goals in 5 games.
Yeah. I could be getting this wrong because I was just reading through a bunch of profiles, but I think he's a really good skater. The game sense is kind of like Edmonton, where that's like the biggest concern. Good shot, good hands, and I want to say he's a big boy too, like a 6'3", 6.
He's about 6'4", 220. So.
Yeah, so he's a big boy. It makes sense for the Red Wings prototype that Yzerman is just cramming down these big European kids down our throats, which is good. I like that.
Yeah.
But also,
so I'm okay with Brad Lambert, but I'm also okay with Slavkovsky.
Yeah, definitely. And once we get a little bit closer, we talked about it before. Once we get a little bit closer to the lottery and draft day, we do some profiling of these guys, watch some tape, and come back with a couple takeaways.
Now the next one, the last thing from the Olympics, I promise you.
Yeah.
Is not this year. But, maybe this year, but it won't help this year. Not until next year. Philadelphia, Carter Hart, don't worry. Reinforcements are on the way. If anybody watched the Russian Olympic Committee or whatever they were called, their starting goalie, Ivan Fedotov, who is blowing away KHL competition, was drafted in the 7th round by the Flyers in the 2015 draft.
Holy shit.
He has stayed in Russia. He is tearing up the KHL. This is about the 4th year in a row he's tearing them up. He said to a Russian media outlet after their gold medal loss that he's done playing against non-NHL competition.
Oh.
That means get ready.
A sick tandem.
Now, when he comes over, if he comes over and debuts in the NHL, he will be the tallest goaltender, a whole 2 inches taller than Vasilevsky and Ben Bishop. This Sasquatch is 6'9", 220 pounds.
Jesus. Hey, how big was Pekka Rinne? He's up there too, right? I feel like he was a big boy. I gotta look that up.
Probably like 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah, he's 6'5".
Jason Mission, who was a kid from my hometown. Fuck, this guy was a big boy. Okay, I just got a confirmation text. Wednesday, we have. All right, we're going to say it on the air because I already put it on their Instagram. Wednesday, we're going to interview, so it'll be out next week's episode. We got a former, or maybe we put it out Wednesday. Let's see how things go with him.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know who the Detroit Red Wings play Wednesday, we got our arch rivals, the Colorado Avalanche. For those of you who don't know, on Wednesday, we will be interviewing former Avalanche defenseman Ryan Wilson, the self-proclaimed master of the cards, the original grower of the flow, and the sauce, number 44, Ryan Wilson.
Let's go. Let's fucking go. I can't wait. Yeah, it'd be cool talking to
some stuff to jump on, Red Wing related stuff.
Yeah.
First up, Saturday night in Grand Rapids was a historic night. They put a second jersey into their rafters, retired the number 7 of Michel Picard. So shouts out to Picard, who played with Grand Rapids not only while they were in the AHL, but he played for them in the 90s when they were in the IHL, the defunct International Hockey League.
Shouts out.
Shouts out to Picard for that. I think I got one other. Okay. The biggest thing that I have here is gotta be this goddamn beauty of a human being. And you're not a Red Wing fan if you haven't seen that for the past, I think, 11 games, he's scoring a goal and an assist a game. Well, he's scoring a goal every game, at least the last 10 or 11. Elmer Soderblom. Talk
to us.
This fucking kid, man. I mean, we haven't really seen him. He has 17 goals, 7 assists in 38 games. Up till 10, up at the point of 25 games, he had like 6 goals. So he's killing it.
We're stacked. We're fucking stacked.
He's a big boy. Now pardon me, sorry.
We're stacked. The prospect pool is stacked.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't expect on everyone to hit. But let's take a look at the case of 6'8", 226-pound Elmer Soderblom, 20-year-old from Sweden. I think he comes over next year. I think he needs 1 year at least, 1 year in Grand Rapids. If you look at the strides he's taken, a huge part of the equation has been him learning to use his long reach, which is incredible. This skill will one day, the way he uses his reach and his safety for the puck, this is the skill that will, I believe, mark my words, I'll say it now, I'm right, let's be real, will get him to the fucking National League one day.
Yeah.
So amazing the street of strides, but he will need to refine his game, I believe, on North American ice.
Yeah. He's not a great skater, right?
That's his knock. Next year in the National Hockey League, but I doubt Yzerman or Soderblom or any of Red Wing brass are going to try to rush him along.
We don't even need him right now, is the thing.
This year, dude, he played 28 games last year in Sweden, in the top league in Sweden. He had 5 points. He's played 38 games. He has 24 points. This is a guy that put up 3 points in 5 games at World Juniors 1 year. I mean, yeah.
Dude, these prospects, man.
Soderblom.
The prospect rankings, the prospect pool rankings came out recently. We're number 2, right behind LA. But looking at some of these fucking numbers, they're ridiculous. Like Cross and Us, he's playing the dub, which is like obviously an only offensive league, but 45 games played, 59 fucking points. Thanks for coming. Liam Dower Nelson. Huh?
Who's this?
Cross and Us.
Who?
Cross Hanas or Hanus, whatever.
Oh, Cross Hannes.
Hannes? Hannes? How do you say it?
Cross Hannes.
I like Cross and Us. That sounds sick.
I didn't know what you were talking about. I thought you had some kind of an STI.
No. No, and then, like Berggren's playing incredible too. Soderblom we just talked
he's having
about.
A good year in the dub.
Yeah. William Wallander is just a big motherfucker. He's gonna be over here soon.
Now is it Hannes or was it Alex Cotton that do you have Hannes' stats in front of you?
Yeah, I got all the prospects up.
Was it Hannes that left when the WHL wasn't playing last year and went and played juniors in the States, or was that Alex Cotton?
That was Cotton. He played at Denver, right?
No, not in college, in the US Junior League.
Let me look at his hockey DB. It must have been
Cross Hannes. I just got it here. Hannes
Okay.
played for the Lincoln Stars last year.
Who plays for Denver? He's got a C name as well. Oh, Carter Mazer. Carter Mazer.
Missouri. Missouri. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, now, did you know that these guys, now I'm going to go off topic here and shoot it, but fuck it. Nobody cares anyway.
Yeah.
They like to hear us fucking rage on about bullshit. In NHL 22, like Owen Power, Kent Johnson, Beniers, Mazur, Red Savage, they're all in the game.
Yeah. For college
but
kids,
they're
yeah.
on the junior rosters.
Well, because those guys were all on the World Junior team, right?
Yeah. But you can't get them onto like their NHL team through the rosters. Really? Yeah. But they're in there somehow. But...
maybe because they're not signed. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not sure. Some of the stuff I had two quick things. It was just like point totals and like overall performance. But Dylan Larkin, he's tied for 15th in the league for points. We had a big debate, probably episode like 7 or 8, like around, I don't know, before Christmas. My thing was like, I didn't think he was like a true 1C. And this year has just proven that he is.
Neither did I. I said that too, that he's not a 1C. We need a 1C.
But he is now.
But did we not say like 4 or 5 games into the season that we thought Larkin was a 1C now?
Yeah.
Where he wasn't for the... But let's not forget now, this is a kid that played 1 year at Michigan before Detroit threw him to the Wolves in the net, which is a very un-Red Wing-like maneuver. They didn't hurt Larkin. Now, people could say maybe it did hurt him, but he also didn't have a good team to play on. You know, it's not like he was going to playing with Crosby and Malkin and not doing good. It's like, oh, they rushed him.
Yeah, like, but with Crosby, we knew he was going to be like a generational talent when he's coming to the league.
Well, that's what I mean, though. I'm saying,
exactly.
He doesn't have those guys to play with him, so it's not like he's a boss.
Yeah. And the good news for Larkin, it probably because he came in 2015 or 14 was his rookie year.
15 was his draft year.
So 16 was his rookie year. At 16, he still had like some line mates that were capable of performing. It was up until like 18 where it fell apart. So at least he had like 2 years.
Sorry, 14 was his draft.
So 15 was his rookie year.
15, 16. And he played 80 games and had 45 points.
That's pretty fucking good for a rookie.
That's better than a half a point per game. That's fine. I'll give that to a fucking 19-year-old rookie.
And we have a rookie that
back team.
Yeah. And there's a rookie that
plus 11.
That's nuts. Speaking of
rookie, never been a plus any other year in his career.
Yeah, that makes sense. He's even right now.
Well, he's a plus now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, plus whatever. But yeah, speaking of rookies on that like same point pace, Lucas fucking Raymond. Getting a bit worried because Trevor Zegras has 5 games in hand and only down by a point. I'm obsessed with the Calder Trophy. I want it really bad.
I know you are, and you're not the only one.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like the end all be all, obviously, because like we know what Lucas Raymond and Moritz Seider, Jesus Christ, he's a number 1 defenseman on most teams in the league. He's incredible.
I think Seider deserves it over Raymond.
I think Moritz Seider
a hard position, and Seider's already like the best in the fucking league at his position.
I watched a breakdown. I'll have to send you this because this guy does a really good job of like breaking down like how truly special Moritz Seider is. Like, and it was cool because like this video kind of like compared and contrast his play in the SHL and like how he's developed exponentially quicker than what like everyone thought he was going to be. Like he's making smart plays against the boards. The only thing that I still don't like about his game is the lack of shooting, because we see what happens when he shoots the puck. He fucking scores, or at least puts a good scoring opportunity out in front of the net for a rebound, whatever it might be. But
you know what the thing is? A lot of fans want to argue lack of shooting, and I know I have said that it is, but the way he's playing now, it looks like he attempts to shoot more. The thing fans never understand is we're not seeing a POV cam of what the defenseman has. We like to yell, shoot. We don't know that there's 4 fucking sticks and 9 legs in front of the fucking shot.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's a good point.
But I do agree that I was one that said I wanted to shoot more. Now it seems like he is shooting at least when he has the opportunities. So when he's not shooting, I feel like, maybe he's not seeing the fucking net. If you don't see the goalie or see the fucking net, don't fucking take the shot. I'll tell you that one for free.
Yeah, this is I'll send you this video. Elite Prospects did it, and it's great. And they also did it with Lucas Raymond, but a little bit different kind of video. But yeah, like you can definitely tell like these guys are, well, obviously they're the future, and the future has come a lot quicker than we expected.
Yeah, much quicker. Also, I was super thrilled about Lucas Raymond. Like I said in episode 19, I had no idea that either him nor Moritz Seider would be this good, this quick, this fucking young.
Yeah.
Wow.
We didn't even know if Raymond was gonna make the team when the podcast started.
We 100% weren't really sure that Seider doesn't start the year in Grand Rapids.
We were like 50-50 on Seider.
Now, like, Werenski could start the year in fucking Grand Rapids if I got more Seider. Fuck you.
Yeah, dude. Just the fact that these young guys look so promising is like Stevie is probably foaming at the mouth, like waiting for the deadline. Because like if he does move in a quote unquote important piece, like what we thought Anthony Mantha could have been for the future, it's not going to be as significant as we think. Because we're gonna have these young guys to replace them in 1 to 2 to 3 years. I think probably gonna be better options. So I don't know. It's crazy that like I was thinking about this a couple days ago. Next year, if we don't make the playoffs, I won't be disappointed, but like privately, I will be disappointed. I would never say it out loud, but like the way that we're going, dude, like.
What if we don't make the playoffs next year? You'll be disappointed?
Yeah, because Boston's gonna. Well, not saying this with full confidence, but like there's a good chance that Boston falls off after this year.
I don't know. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
The goaltending situation will only get better next year with Ullmark and Swayman having time in the National League. Bergeron is still be there. Pasta, Marchand are still going to be there. And you know what? They're going to have money in free agency. They'll probably fucking add.
I want to look at their cap friendly. Because I
got one thing to say. We talked about Crosby joining the 500 goal crew.
Yeah.
Now I'll get 2 trivia questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
What player assisted on the most goals that of an assist player that has the most assists on a Crosby goal, and how many combined goals did Witt and Biz assist on for Crosby?
Witt probably got like 15 or 20 assists with him. Biz probably got 1.
Okay, and the most?
The most would be the obvious answer for me is either Chris Letang or Evgeny Malkin. I feel like it's Chris Letang.
Yep.
Is it? Okay. And how many assists?
And you know what? Surprisingly, how many assists on those 500 do you think Letang has now?
I think it's more than. I think it's 75.
58.
What was Biz and Witt?
Neither of them ever assisted on a Sid goal in the regular season.
See, I would have guessed that, like, because
I would have thought Witt had
10 or 15
because Witt played power play.
Yeah,
Witt was Witt and Gonchar were their top 2.
Yeah.
And Gonchar had about 20 to 30, but Witt had none. And then Gunsel, who's only played with him for a short time, Gunsel has like 50.
I think Jake Gunsel is kind of lost in translation because he's played with so many great defensemen in Pittsburgh. Good American kid too. Gotta love that. But yeah, they're Boston's cap space. They have like 1.3 right now. They have a bunch of they got to resign Bergeron. They got to resign Kurt Lazar, Jake DeBrusk, who could potentially get traded depending on how they're looking. I see, like that was one that we were talking about earlier. He wanted to get out of Boston. The rumblings are still kind of there, but
who's that? Are you talking about
Jake DeBrusk?
DeBrusk, okay.
Yeah, 25 though. So I mean, I'd love to have him in Detroit. He's a Michigan guy, isn't he?
I believe he might not university, but I believe he's from there. Or did he go to?
Oh no, he's from Alberta, Edmonton.
Yeah, it's close. Yeah,
close enough.
Now I read a story. I'll give it to her sometimes, but sometimes she can be a little. Helene St. James from the Detroit Press said that the Red Wings and Steve Yzerman this year were most likely sell at the deadline.
Yeah.
Oh, Helene, they ain't buying shit and they ain't staying fucking conservative. You goddamn right we're selling, bitch.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty obvious. That's not definitely not a hot take. And like even right now that like you could make the argument that we're competing for a playoff spot, but not really. We're definitely going to be selling quite a bit. Hopefully.
I did have something else from fucking Twitter, fucking the Twitterverse. This guy coming saying, what would you say to trading Nemesnikov for Kravtsov straight up?
Yes, 100%. Yes.
Now, the only thing I replied to him because I thought this guy's trolling or he's just a lunatic maniac if he thinks that anybody, especially the New York Rangers, will buy this fucking deal. I said, I like the way Nemesnikov's playing. I don't like parting with him right now. Then he comes back
Yeah,
and
I
calls
agree.
me an absolute fucking clown for not wanting to trade Nemesnikov for Kravtsov. He goes, we get a player 7 years younger. And I thought, buddy, all I said was I don't want to trade Nemesnikov. And if you think Nemesnikov for Kravtsov, if I call the Rangers GM and he takes that, then yeah, 1 for 1 all day. But I don't want to give up Nemesnikov and like a second for Kravtsov.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to give up Kravtsov or if you want to give up a second and another player, I'm good. I don't think we give up Nemesnikov right now, man. He's having a career fucking year, and I think he likes being back not only with Stevie Y, but let's not forget he grew up in Detroit, okay? We're talking about a man who did not have parents growing up and was raised by Uncle Slava Kozlov in fucking Detroit.
Yeah. I think my like perspective is that like if you're gonna sell Nemesnikov, this is the year to do it. His stock is an all-time high. The thing is though,
and then he's gonna come back in the summer, July 1st, you sign him.
Yes, but also that would be perfect ideal situation. But who knows like if he wants to be moved? Like he might be like, if you trade me, I'm not coming back.
Yeah. Like, yeah, right. Oh, hey, Eisenman, if you get rid of me again, I'm
not coming back. Yeah.
I don't think he'd say that because I think he just feels like he's at home when he's in Detroit.
Which like also,
dude, you can see even when he's like when he misses the net with a shot. The other night he fucking missed the net by 8 feet, and then like and it went out into the netting, and he was smiling while he was wiping the snow off his stick. He's smiling. He's happy. He wants to be there.
Yeah.
If he was somewhere else he didn't want to be, he'd be gripping his stick so hard when he missed a chance like that he'd never score again.
Yeah,
he's having fun. That's why he's got fucking 23 points in 48 games or whatever it is this year, because he's having fun. The grips. I'll tell you what else. You know who else has got loose grip right now? What did I tell you during the Olympics? I told you, hey, remember when Nyquist came back and scored all those goals after the Olympics? Now Zadina is maybe making he's got 2, but this is how it started.
They feel significant though. They feel significant. That one goal, the game against Philly,
a little looser. He's having more fun playing that game.
Yeah.
Went on a little vacation with his girlfriend, I'll bet you.
Smoke show. Jesus Christ.
Wow. Show me a guy in the NHL that doesn't have a smoke show wife.
He's a good looking guy too, so it's not like shocking that he's got that. But yeah, we talked about that.
Oh, and it shocks you that I'm single?
No, it's huge though, and that was the same game that Mo had one of his goals too. So, I think I talked about that on Thursday. Monkey off the back goals, but very different. But yeah, we got some good, exciting stuff coming up this week. Interview, we'll drop that. We got a game against Colorado. Should be a good one. I'm gonna hammer the Red Wings. I'm gonna hammer them. It just seems like this team does not want to go away.
You're just gonna piss your money away on Wednesday?
Dude, they're gonna be like plus 225. It's gonna be minus 1.5 spread at like minus 117 to 125.
And you know what else it'll probably be? 11 fucking 1 after 60 minutes.
But you know what the Wings are? Like they play good against. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they play good against good teams. Like New York, they beat them in overtime. Colorado's a significantly better team than New York, but we'll see.
No, you know what? We have had guys step up this year and do astronomical things. Larkin and Bertuzzi, for the amount of time that Bertuzzi missed last year, and then to him having all the anti-vax stuff and not being able to play in so many games, still tearing it up. Larkin, top of the league, tearing it up. Yeah. Raymond, Sider, rookies. I think we owe the most praise for this year to
Alex.
one individual, and I don't want to take anything away from Raymond or Cider. I really think a lot of this goes on the shoulders of Ned.
Yeah.
This guy, every single day, is playing outside of his fucking mind.
He's so good.
If Sebastian Kosa comes in with a drop of Nedeljkovic's talent and all of his work effort, this guy's going to be the best goaltender. Like, he could be Marc-Andre Fleury.
We have a sick tandem. We're going to have an awesome tandem.
We might only have that tandem for like 3 years.
Yeah.
When Kosa asks for $11 million and then Ned has to go kick the brick.
When Ned asks for fucking 9.5.
At the same time, Kosa asks for 13. Perfect. Yeah.
It's going to be tough.
On his first contract, eh? So, Stevie, I was thinking about 10 digits, huh? Excuse me?
Yeah. Dude, that's like the biggest problem with like it's a great problem to have, but it is a problem that you draft super well and restock and retool as hard as we are and rebuild as hard as we are, because you're going to have all these incredible players coming up. You can't sign these. Well, you have to do a lot of bridge contracts if you want to keep all these guys around, but
yeah, but the beautiful thing is that you can take the ones that are progressing the least and trade them away for big picks.
The thing is, I'm afraid of what happened in Chicago in like 2014, 2015 with like Panarin, with Teravainen, with all those guys that were these young budding superstars.
But Yzerman isn't going to make the same stupid trades that Stan.
I get, okay, so looking back at it, like the Panarin trade was maybe one of the worst in NHL history. They got what, Andrew Shaw?
Especially when Columbus called wanting DeBrincat.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But
I mean, hey, DeBrincat's a great player. Now let me ask you another question.
Michigan guy.
Hey, yeah, exactly. Kenny Holland, he was in your backyard for how many fucking years? How'd you scrape that one? Let that one get by you, you old testicle.
Yeah.
I don't know why I just called him a testicle.
That was a good one. I like that. That was fiery. I'm watching the Montreal-Toronto game right now. It's fucking boring.
Yeah, it's Montreal-Toronto. They're only good on Saturday night.
Guess who's winning?
Hopefully Montreal.
Montreal's winning 1-0.
Ah! Do you know we are the only team that's lost to them twice this year?
And the funny thing is, we beat them 4 out of 4 times in 2019. Yeah.
Or 2 years ago, yeah.
2019, 2020. One of the worst historical teams in hockey, and we beat the Montreal Canadiens
all 4 times. Yeah, and nobody swept them that year except us.
But they weren't even good, though. Is the thing. It's just like a weird anomaly that it happened. Yeah, also, what the fuck are they gonna do?
But we were bad.
One of the worst teams in hockey history.
I mean, look, they're historically bad this year, and they've taken us twice, which I'm happy about. That's 4 points we don't fucking need.
I know.
Now we're on Boston coattails, and I don't like that fucking story, baby.
Neither do I.
All about Yuri Savlovsky.
Yeah, I'm still on the Brad Lambert train, but yeah.
Tournament. Listen, I'll take a Brad Lambert. I'll take a Matthew Savoy. Fuck, I'll take a Geeky. I'll take David Burris.
That's who it was. Connor Geeky and his older brother are like going back-to-back draft classes. I think Geeky went to I gotta look it up now. New Jersey, maybe?
Oh, Connor Geeky's in Carolina. Morgan,
is that what it is? I knew it was a red team.
Huh?
I knew it was a red team. I didn't remember.
But not back-to-back drafts, dude. Morgan Geeky's been in the league a few years.
Is he really? Was he Mo's draft class?
He might have been like 2016, dude.
Was he really?
Morgan Geeky, 17. Nico his year, Nolan Patrick's year.
Oh shit! Okay.
We got Rasmussen that year, 9th overall.
Oh, the reason I brought that up was because there was like I sent you like the TikTok of it, but it was the younger Geeky. He was like mic'd up for a game. Seems like an awesome kid. Seems like an awesome kid.
Yeah, that's Connor Geeky. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What else you got? Anything?
Oh, that's about it.
We should try Colorcast again or something on a Wednesday because it's fun. It's fun to do, some other stuff besides the podcast. Do you see the Michigan basketball coach thing?
Yeah, dude. What's up with Ohio State? Was it not their football coach that tried to fight fucking Harbaugh after the game too?
Well, this was Wisconsin. This was Wisconsin versus.
Wisconsin, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
but he grabbed Howard, right? Javon, what's his name?
Juwan Howard.
Is it Javon? What's his name? What's his first name?
Juwan.
Jawan. Sorry, I was saying Javon.
No, you're
I
good.
think he grabbed him though. Like Javon, whatever. Howard. Well, it seemed like he was going through the handshake pretty like normally, like a classy thing. And then all of a sudden the Wisconsin, now maybe I didn't see all of it. All I saw was now the Wisconsin coach runs up and grabs him and it's like, bro. And then the fucking shitty Wisconsin like assistant coach or something, after the police took Howard away, here's this fucking Wisconsin coach and he's like,
yeah.
like, no, really? Did you just tell him to suck it, Triple H, 1997? Like, grow the fuck up.
So basically what happens is, the video is like playing right now on my TV, but they both come at each other kind of tough. But Wisconsin called a timeout in a blowout game with 20 seconds left. Juwan Howard didn't like that. But it just came. Oh yeah, then he reaches out the assistant coach and like smacks his nose. But
yeah, Juwan did grab his assistant coach's head, but then that assistant coach tells him to suck it. Like, yeah, dude, I used to tell kids to suck it when I was in grade 7 playing tag at fucking recess.
Yeah. I forgot Greg Ward, I think, is the Wisconsin coach, but he got fined $10K. That just came out, and then Juwan Howard got the rest of the regular season suspension. He'll be back for the tournament.
Oh fuck! As long as, I mean, I don't follow college ball much until the tournament. How's Michigan doing?
They're a good team. They'll be in the postseason in March Madness.
Well, now will they like be a team that has a chance, or will they be like a 60 seed?
It's weird because Michigan's always one of those teams that, like, if they get into the tournament, they have a shot. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
kind of like my Gators.
Yeah. Actually, they've lost me so much money in the tournament over the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, you don't bet on Florida, buddy. They'll do that to you.
I think they were a 3 seed against fucking like Alabama State, and they were like, whatever it was, and they ended up losing the game outright. They lost like
basketball or football?
Basketball.
Yeah, not since fucking I was there when Joakim Noah was on court. Were they doing anything?
Shouts out Joakim Noah, dude. Chicago
like
Bulls
they
legend.
Done anything good on the field since I was there. Shout out Tebow, Cam Newton, Riley Cooper,
dude. Percy
Harvin.
Yeah,
about 27 other guys. But
that era was fucked.
Since I left, they haven't been able to win the 3 national championships they won when I was there. I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
I'm not saying I'm the fucking missing piece, but
bring him back.
I haven't seen them win a national championship without me attending. So
you got to call the AD.
Shout outs to Wes Wright for being there when the Gators beat him.
All right, sounds good. Well, we'll talk Wednesday. We got a good interview.
Just one more thing I wanted to say.
Yeah.
The win against the Rangers, was that our best game of the season?
The first period was fucking awesome. It was a good game.
Hey, overtime. Panarin on the breakaway. Larkin's flying in out of nowhere to bust that up. Dude, not only the fact that he came out of nowhere, but the fact that he didn't just come in busting his stick like a wild man trying to flag this guy down. He came in and mathematically did the equation on what he needed to do and I was like, are you shitting me?
And it's Panarin too, like a good skater.
Yeah, that's exactly it. He had no chance. Well, first off, nobody in the league has should even be allowed to catch up with Panarin, but everybody doesn't realize that Larkin is actually the fastest skater in the National League.
The fastest player.
The fastest skater ever recorded on ice.
Yep.
Let's just throw
technically. Yep. Not a big deal.
Yeah. That was just a great bust up. And then right after that, Seider getting the puck in the corner and Kreider looking like he was just going to hit him from behind. And Seider just gives him the fucking reverse. And Kreider flew about 3 feet and just ate his ass on the ice.
Yeah, dude.
And then Seider had the puck for like 47 seconds straight after that. Like, just went Harlem Globetrotters down the ice.
Yeah, dude, he's fucking unreal.
Like, when he was going down the ice, all I could hear was,
yeah.
The fucking, I can't really do the Globetrotters stream whistling, but you get where I'm going.
Yeah. All right. That was a good one. We'll talk soon.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. See you, buddy.